On Wednesday's IBD Live show, expert trader and O'Neill protege David Ryan came on to talk about a key technical level he's watching for a potential tradable rally, but he also offered words of wisdom for how to handle trades if we do get a rally attempt.
I like how the market is acting here this morning, at least for a rally. Because we had some bad inflation news. Again, the inflation was higher than expected, and you would think the market would have another sell-off. But what is now, I think we've gotten to the point where people have, you just go back even a few months, and especially last year, people were just looking to buy any downtrend, any pullback. And the speculation was so wild and so crazy. Now I think we've gotten to the point where that has been crushed. People are now are very negative, and you see it by the sentiment. And I just don't see many people very positive out there. And when you start seeing bad news have a reaction where the market doesn't keep on going down and starts moving higher, that is a very positive sign. So, and then also if you start seeing earnings reports that don't meet expectations, but stocks start turning, that will be another sign. Now, I don't have any examples of that right now, but yeah, if you look at that, yeah, the S&P, it's come down 3 times in the last 3 days, same into that same area. If you go to the triple Qs, similar. I like how we undercut yesterday's low and then turned. We didn't actually get through the low on Monday. And if we can get through 305, the 305 area, 306 area, then I think we could rally. Now, and I'm saying this, we could rally, but I think it's going to be like the same rally. If you go to the daily, we could probably have a similar rally that we had at the end of March, that just lasted 2 or 3 weeks, went up into that 200-day moving average, and so I think we could probably have that same type of rally. So if somebody is very fast enough, and they can, you can buy spiders or Qs or so. But start it small. But I would really like to see this follow through. But I'm just sort of seeing the first signs of, hey, it's maybe we're starting to turn. But again, if you're fast enough and you can trade and get a 2 or 3 week rally and out you go, you can do that. Longer term, it still looks bad. I'm just saying for the short term. Because I hate to see it rally for 2 weeks and then everybody gets excited. Now is the time when everybody is negative to be looking actively for, even indexes, or maybe some of the oil stocks are having some nice days and pushing back out. A few of the drug stocks are starting to look a little bit better. But if you're nimble enough, I think you can take advantage of something in here. But just be careful, because 2 or 3 weeks from now, you're going to get into a lot of overhead supply, and you got to take it. So if you're inclined to that, maybe this is the time to look. If you're longer term, then just sit on your hands and wait, because I think we still have probably got farther to go.
David, can you emphasize that be careful and be quick part?
Yes, yeah, because it just, I think it could be something like, again, look at the example in March, where we had that really fast rally and everybody got excited again. Here we go again. But I think the good thing is that we undercut on Monday. We undercut everything going all the way back through. If you could look at 297. That would be back on March 5th of last year, and came into that base that we had in September, October, November of 2000. So we've kind of come a long, yeah, we've come a long way. And so I'm just saying, look for a short-term rally in here. And if if you are, if you have that short-term mindset, then maybe you can take advantage of it. If you're longer term and you like to buy positions and stay with them for months and months, this is probably not your long-term bottom.
And just to clarify, you're saying look for a rally if we can get over this kind of congested area from the past couple of days.
Yes, if we can get up and through that, then I think it could go for a little while. But I'm just saying, it just seems everybody's so negative now. I think we've gotten to that point where bad news is going to start is starting to be, people are going to actually start buying. and it's not going to be treated so much as down we go again. So anyway, that's just the other thing that is interesting too is look at I watch the TBTs very, very closely because I have a position in them, and I've cut them back. But see here again today, inflation was a little bit bigger than expected, and they gapped up, but now they've come back in. And if they start going negative, that will be another sign that's saying, hey, maybe that's that will be positive for equities if rates come in for a little bit. So just a few observations I made, and I thought I'd throw them out there.
And one of the things that I thought was interesting with the undercut yesterday is actually the NASDAQ undercut again today. So it actually kind of undercut yesterday's low very briefly, if I'm not mistaken. So
yes, it did.
yeah, so that's kind of interesting as well with the just slight undercuts, but that is also, I think we've kind of set up a range here, right? Where we've tested that a few times, gotten support. We've got hit our head at that 305 level on the Qs a couple times. So that's kind of the upper bound. So now it's just a matter of seeing which way it breaks.
Yeah. And if it can break the upside, then I think we've got some farther to go. But I think I just wanted to bring it to people's attention that maybe this is not so bad today, and that we had I think a positive market reaction to some bad news. So keep an eye out. And if you can trade them, you can trade them. But I just wouldn't be so super negative right here. This is not the place to short. After a 2 or 3 week rally, that would be the time to short. So I think you have to decide what kind of trader investor you are, and act appropriately.
So those are some levels to watch on the upside and downside. And Ryan also reiterated that that 305 level may not get taken out today. It could happen later this week. It's just a level he's watching, but it's also important to keep in mind to remain flexible for any scenario, both bullish and bearish, and to manage your risk appropriately. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos with analysis from expert traders.